Hey guys, here with just another video about training. This is some old footage here, footage of me running over at the fairgrounds, White Mountain Apache Tribal Fairgrounds. And I'm gonna try to get more footage of the running portion, what I do and what my clients do. It's just hard for me because I don't like to run with a camera and be taking it out, and I don't like stopping, and it's just more difficult for me to get some of this footage like how I can in the gym. And in the gym, it's actually more useful for me to get footage of my training. So in the gym, I use the camera. You can check back angles, squat depth, just key points in your training. You can analyze it and see bar speed. So those are some of the reasons I promote recording your lifts. Not for Instagram or Facebook. You can do that if you like, but mainly it's for learning purposes. You get to see how your body is moving. So like I always tell my clients, I like to promote moving well. As humans, we've been doing certain movement patterns, for thousands and thousands of years as we evolved. So certain things we've done, just to survive. The squat is one of them. We've been squatting down, picking up stuff, using the restroom for as long as we've been upright. We bend over, bend pattern, we pick up things. You pick up your kids up off the floor, you clean the house, you pick heavy stuff up off the floor, chop wood. So these movement patterns here are very functional. I think these are the most functional lifts you can do, because they help you not only get strong in the gym, but to get strong in life. So this is a little bit about why I promote these certain things. That's a picture of Annalie Massey. She did the Black Canyon 100K February 18th last month. So she completed that, and that's been like a couple years goal for her. That's a race I usually do annually. Not annually, but I've done it about maybe 3-4 times now. And I DNF'd at mile 50, Table Mesa. And I finished about 3 times, and Annalie, she's really been at it for the past few years and doing her best to make it happen, for herself and the ultras and marathons. And I'm pretty proud of her. She set a goal and she trained for it, and she finished the Black Canyon 100K and suffered a few ankle tweaks along the way. And through all that, she got it done. And during these long races, there's times when you want to quit. There's a lot of times when you want to quit. You get frustrated, you get angry, and your attitude starts changing. But in these ultras, I really like them because it's one step at a time. Everything's hurting in your body, but it's always the next step. Next aid station, I'll drop. You get to the next aid station and you don't drop. Okay, so 100 kilometers, 62 miles, and we're proud of her here at the White River Running Club. And she has another race coming up. That is the the Canyon X, somewhere around the Page area, Page, Arizona. So she's actually running for Native American women, or what is it called? Native Women's Running, that's what it's called. So she was selected because she kind of exemplifies Native women's running. So that's another good thing. It's helping out the community here, inspiring people. So that's the kind of thing I promote is, what you can contribute to your community, and how it affects others and your family, your friends and your community. So that's what we promote here. Okay. So this is Denilyn. She's a client, a relatively new client I've had for about maybe three months now. And she's learning all the basics, like I stated earlier, all the basic movement patterns. And just to show that I don't just have my clients just load them up and lift as heavy as they can. There is little accessory lifts for the shoulders, like what she's doing here, front raises, when side raises to work on her shoulders, her rear delts and side delts, So we do a lot of accessory work, but we don't usually video or record them. We like to see the main movements and how we're moving on those. But that's not to say that we don't do these little movements as well. These little movements help you grow, okay? And here's a little bit of me. I believe that's a sumo at 315. So I've never really done sumo. And it was pretty fun to experiment with it. It was pretty fun to experiment with it. And that was a 1 rep max 315 at about 90%. It looked pretty heavy, but that's just because I haven't done sumo before. So these are the back off sets, and I'm not too sure what that is, to be about 275 or something like that. So I usually do a training max of about 90% effort, then 2 back off sets of about 2 to 3 reps. Okay. And then that's my max effort work for the week. So after that, it's basically all supplemental work. What kind of lifts are going to help me progress strength-wise and hypertrophy-wise. And after this, it basically turns into almost a bodybuilding workout where I go higher rep sets. So this is the squat belt machine, 3 sets of 10, okay? And this takes off all the axial loading, the compression of the spine. You know how you put a barbell on your back and it's pressing you straight down from your spine on down. And this actually takes the load off the back. So I deadlifted heavy, so I want to take the load off the low back and do some leg work, squat assistance, okay? And these are my pull for the day. Vertical pull, neutral grip chin-ups, 3 sets of 10 to 11. So I'm going to start loading this up with weight, putting weight on my waist eventually. So it's either this or barbell rows, okay? So that's what I'm doing there, okay? And here we got reverse hyper extensions, and this puts the low back in traction, meaning that instead of compressing, just like we talked about earlier with the deadlift, how it's pushing you straight down from the spine, you're holding a heavy load in your hands. With this type of work, it actually kind of stretches your low back and kind of almost aligns it, So I put weight on there where my feet are swinging. I hold on to the handles there, and my belly's on the mat there. And I'm using my low back, my glutes, and my hamstrings to lift the bar up. And it gets your low back some real good restorative work. So it's a really good exercise to try at the gym there, okay? And this looks like another set of chins. Okay, so for myself, what I noticed when I was watching this is I'm not really fully extending to a dead hang. I'm kind of, looks like cutting it short. So like I was saying earlier, this is one of the benefits of recording your lifts, not just for straight vanity, but, as you can see these last ones, I'm doing real chin-ups because I'm getting all the way down to a dead hang. And that is the chin-up right there. You see that? Yeah, that's the chin-up, a full range of motion. So always preaching full range of motion for the main lifts and your exercises. That way you stimulate more muscles and you get a better training effect out of it, So that looks like me loading up the reverse hyper again. And for these, I generally recommend about 10 to 12, 10 to 15 even on these. And you're going for, you're not trying to get it as high as you can. You're just trying to get a good, nice lift with the low back on it and to pump some blood back into your low back. And like I said, it's really restorative. I really come to like this exercise, okay? This is part of I believe a speed day where I work on speed for a good portion of the workout with my main lifts. And this is just the accessory stuff, okay? And I've been playing with this type of training. It's called conjugate. I might explain it a little later. But I'm really having fun. I'm having fun with this type of training. So in the next few videos, I'll be talking a little more in depth about exactly what I'm doing and, how it's going to play into my training and what I'm doing it for. But at the moment, I'm really liking the type of training I'm doing. So that's about all I've got for right now. Kudos to the clients and gym members. We talked about Annalie doing the 100K 62 miler. Back there you saw Maddie Kisei, who's a gym member. She hit about a 265 squat. You saw Joelle Walker do a 270 box squat. So these clients and gym members are really getting after it and going for some big goals. And that's what we like to, or what I like to promote, is people, trying real hard to do big things. Okay. So that's what we got for this week. Thank you guys for watching.